Hey, what's up guys, it's Renaldo here. So this video is going to focus on the caliber of candidates that has applied for various positions within political parties and whether or not the standard have gone up or whether it's gone down. And you can see that with the news lately, there's a lot of negative articles coming out with political parties that you wouldn't have expected to be associated with murder, with corruption. And it begs the question whether or not the party has lowered their standards to the point that they are willing to take people in that they previously would not have because they want to appeal to a broader audience, and whether they want to be everything for everybody and therefore they are willing to lower some standards in order to allow these people to stand as candidates. Now, before I share the latest article with you, please be sure to subscribe to this channel. The overwhelming majority of you that regularly watch my content aren't subscribed. It's absolutely free. It won't cost you anything. So just click the subscribe button below. It'll be appreciated. All right, let's have a look at the latest shenanigans. DA councillor among four arrested over alleged kidnapping and murder. Victim dies after alleged assault and torture in Ekurhuleni. Gee whiz. A DA Ekurhuleni councillor is among four people arrested in connection with the alleged kidnapping and murder of a man who was allegedly assaulted and tortured after being accused of breaking into a house. DA councillor Kabelo Mahonko, 40 years old, was arrested on August 17th and appeared in the Benoni Magistrate Court on August 19th, facing charges of murder and kidnapping. According to police spokesperson Colonel Demakotso Nevuhulwi, Mahonko allegedly assaulted and tortured two men, aged 33 and 36, after accusing them of breaking into a house and stealing items. So, just for the people that think that this is self-defense, this is not, because obviously this happened hours later when they went on the hunt for them, and then she alleged that these are the individuals. We don't even know if it's the individuals, but one man later died from his injuries. Three more suspects, aged 19, 33, and 45, were later arrested and appeared in the Benoni Magistrates Court on August 21st. They faced charges of murder and kidnapping and were remanded in custody. They are expected to appear together with Mahonko on August 27th for a bail application. The arrests have prompted calls for Mahonko to be suspended from her political responsibilities. Now, the EFF had a lot to say here, but the EFF should rather not speak. The DA has referred the matter to its Federal Legal Commission. Oh, joy. Now, let me just start off by saying that the FLC is worthless in the Democratic Alliance. I've got personal experience. After a 3-month-long investigation, the FLC found X, and the federal executive in one day overruled that and found Y. So the FLC doesn't mean much. But the bigger question here is what's going on in the Democratic Alliance? Like, this is the type of candidates and the caliber of people that you've attracted into your organization. And listen, this is not me being petty. This is alleged kidnapping and murder. Usually when you read something controversial about the DA, it's, oh, this guy was drinking and driving, or this person punched that individual. Not kidnapping and murder. And this is problematic. This is something that I think the voters need to look at and go, what caliber of candidates are you attracting, and why are you allowing these people to form part of your organization? I firmly believe that a lot of people in the DA aren't actually liberal. I believe that a lot of people see the DA as a shortcut because they can't cut it in the ANC, EFF, or MK. So for them to get a public representative position, they just act like they are liberal and that they believe in the values and principles of the party. And we have seen this with the DA. If you look at the policies that they are supporting, the Bella Act, and they've got a minister that has to implement the Expropriation Act. All of this just speaks to the party being for everybody and everyone, and then all these people join the party, they start branches, and then before you know it, they are in leadership positions within the DA. And then you're not a liberal party anymore. And then before you know it, you're just another ANC. And that's really concerning. And yes, this is one instance of somebody that broke the law allegedly, but it does speak to a bigger issue here. You can look at the negative media with the DA over the last few months. A lot more of these instances popping up where DA public representatives are found foul of the law. There's even alleged corruption that's taking place. All of these cases that are popping up. Now, this is something that when I was part of the DA, this would be as scarce as hen's teeth. Like maybe once a year or twice a year, there would be somebody that is being taken to court, and maybe one of them are found guilty. But this is almost like a weekly occurrence now where you are finding public representatives or members of the DA even that are found to be on the wrong side of the law. And yes, of course, this can happen in any political party. But if you see an increase of something happen in your political party, then surely you must start asking questions. And I do think that people that vote for this political party need to ask themselves, like, why did this person make it so far? Why is this person a public representative? And as a public representative, you know that you are held to a higher standard than the average person. So when somebody does break into your house and they don't cause an immediate risk for you and you go and chase them hours later, you know that kidnapping them is wrong. You know that assaulting them is wrong. And of course, the assault led to this person dying because it was so severe. So this is all questions I think that people need to ask themselves as to what is the standard. Now, the reason this is important is because the DA has always held itself to a higher standard than anybody else, and they've always bragged about it. They've always said that we are better than all the other political parties. And now I think it's time that, well, you show us, because the only thing that you're currently showing us is that there are a bunch of people in the party that I would say 5 years ago, even 10 years ago, would never ever have even managed to be a member of the party, but now they are public representatives. What does this say about you and your internal mechanisms? What does this say about the people that you are attracting? And the question you have to ask is, why are you attracting these type of people? But that's pretty much all I've got to say. It's just concerning to see. You can say that, I'm obsessive. You can say that I am a bitter ex, but ultimately the facts don't care about your feelings, because there has been an insane increase in these court cases. There has been an insane increase in media reporting negatively about things that candidates and public representatives of the DA have been doing. And you can turn the other way and act like an ANC, EFF or MK voter that keeps on making excuses for this political party. Or as a member of that political party or voter of that political party, you can actually ask them the difficult questions and say, why is this happening? And why are you not doing anything about it? But that's pretty much all I got to say. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please be sure to smash that like button, share this video far and wide. Don't forget to subscribe. It's absolutely free. It won't cost you anything. However, if you'd like to financially contribute to this channel, you can do so by clicking on the $ below and choosing an amount. Or you can become a member of this channel by clicking the join button below. And that's all I got to say, everybody. Till later. Cheers and peace out.
You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say, I wear my massacre. You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say, I wear my massacre. I wear my massacre. You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say, I wear my massacre. I wear my massacre.